Have passed now since an undercover APD detective was shot. He's still in critical condition. The detectives were all in plain clothes yesterday working to bust 2 suspects for reportedly selling meth. But something went wrong and the detective was shot by his own lieutenant. Tonight, KOB has learned through multiple sources that the investigation is focusing on preparation for that drug buy operation. Stephanie Claytor is now live at UNM Hospital tonight. She has more on that. Steph?
Danielle, KOB has learned from multiple sources that the lieutenant who fired the shots that struck his fellow officer did not attend all of the pre-operation briefings. The investigation will attempt to determine if that played any role in what went wrong.
As you can imagine, he's devastated.
Chief Gordon Eden is talking about the lieutenant who shot his fellow detective during an undercover drug bust yesterday. Eden says many officers are helping the lieutenant get through this rough time.
Their family is receiving support from not only the other officers and the narcotics detectives that were there, but also from APD's behavioral sciences unit.
According to the criminal complaint, the injured detective was assisting a female undercover detective. In the car with them were 2 suspects, Damian Bailey and Edmund Vester. So here's what we've learned about where everyone was seated in the vehicle at the time. We know that the suspects were on the passenger side, Damian Bailey up front and Edmund Vester in the back. The female detective was driving, and sources tell us that that male detective that was shot, he was seated right behind her. It's alleged that Vester got out of the car, went into the Econo Lodge, and then came back and sold $60 worth of meth to the female detective. It's unclear if the seating arrangements changed when Vester got back into the car. The female detective then drove into the McDonald's next door and signaled assisting officers to help with the arrest. As the assisting officers surrounded the female detective's car, witnesses say they heard at least 4 gunshots and saw undercover detectives taking the suspects into custody. The department has not confirmed whether the suspects were armed, but we do know they are not facing any weapons-related charges. Still, the main thing missing from the criminal complaint is how and why the lieutenant shot his own detective.
We don't know. As I stated yesterday, we have not had an opportunity yet to interview those officers. We hope that the multi-jurisdictional officer-involved shooting team finishes up those interviews in the next couple of days. But until we have all the information put together and those interviews done, we just don't know.